Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here. We've got some visual spoilers, I guess. These are posted on Reddit, and I guess nobody's calling them out as maybe being fake, so okay. The real question is, well, you'll see. But let's start with the first one that's really getting some comments online. It's DJ Future Space Japan. Alright, here's how you know this is real art, because I have no idea what that person's gender is. I'm gonna go with she. Okay, you got Camp, get your stupid futurist, cyberpunk, holograms and electricity bullshit out of my Swords and Wizards game, and then you've got the stupid weeb futurist, ooh, it's cool camp. Well, they got me, who's out camping in the woods by himself that just doesn't give a shit, which I think actually I'm not the only one out here. I'm kind of indifferent, but would I prefer this to not be in the game? Yes. It doesn't match, and it is just such an offensive almost Japan. It's the same bullshit they tried to pull last time they were in Kamigawa, but much worse. So last time they were like, oh yes, this sword length is exactly period accurate, and that kimono that they're wearing, that is from a real painting that was painted 500 years ago. And then somebody's like, ninjas didn't really do this or say this or dress like that, or everything you got about ninjas and samurai is wrong, and everything you said about Bushido is wrong. So you did your research about this robe, and it's hyper accurate to Japan. But then this, and they're like, oh, no. It's just our take on Japan. It's our version. We mixed it with other influences. So every time they got something drastically, idiotically, stereotypically, embarrassingly, borderline racist wrong about Japanese culture, mythology, or history, they were just like, oh, but it's just our take on it. And then the rest of the time, they're like, look at how accurate this is and how much we respect Japan. So this time, it's the same bullshit, different day, but they cranked it up to 11, okay? This is just like 55-year-old dumb white people from Portland trying to, or Seattle, wherever the hell they're from, it's all the same crap to me, trying to guess what's in their anime. And Japan, they have that underground, that music thing. They like to remix the music, right? Let's put this bullshit on a card. This whole old meets new thing, some people think it's cool. I don't. I think they just missed it in this case. I don't know if it's just because it's Japan and I just don't care about like Japanese culture and stuff. I'm not into that. Because normally I like, it's like the opposite of cyberpunk. It's like you inject like modern and future technology into super old school scenarios. Usually it's a post-apocalyptic reset, which I think that's my favorite genre. So, but like I thought Firefly was great, and that was kind of like, oh, it's like Wild West but with technology, but it makes sense. It's not just I want to make Wild West with technology. Who cares if it makes sense? It was like, no, they've got technology, but there's not much of it. So all the farming and the stuff, and they don't have like homeworld level tech because they're the furthest out from the homeworld. Firefly made sense. This bullshit right here. I mean, last time we were in Space India, they were like, oh, but it all runs on ether, or as they spelled it, aether. And that it's kind of like steam, like Victorian steampunk, and that runs the big machine. So it's a source of energy, it runs in pipes, and everything's metal. Like, it made sense. I still didn't like it, but I didn't mind it. It's just whatever. But also, nor do I care about, like, Indian art or culture. I mean, everybody's got their interests. That ain't one of mine. So if they're going to be like, oh, look, it's tied together with ropes, and it's just, like, roughly forged metal. And it runs on fire. Wow, how caveman. She's wearing wireless headphones. Those are holograms on the damn table, which is made out of wood though. So the way they're mixing this is the stupidest bullshit I have ever seen in my life. As far as low effort, illogical nonsense when it comes to a fantasy setting. This is the dumbest thing I have ever seen on a Magic card in my entire life, and I have seen some really dumb shit. I hate this with a passion. Let's move on. Cute Shiba. Love it. Although, I don't know if I just haven't seen a purebred Shiba in a while, but it looks like his paws are too wide and like something's up with his body shape. I don't know. It could be the angle, but that just doesn't look like a normal Shiba. And I watch a lot of Shiba content on YouTube. It looks like they took a Shiba and made it 20% more like a mountain lion. I don't know. Just something's a little off, but whatever. There's a Shiba. It's in my game. Cool. Now, why the heck the white and black levels are so far off, and they always do this? I get it. It was painted that way, but like, here, look at that. I fixed it because I know how to use Photoshop. In fact, to be fair, because this would be printed on a card, I converted this to CMYK. Muted ink colors that are realistic to a printer, if you're not familiar. So next we got the ninja token. Not much to say. We already knew something made these, but unblockable with potential tribal boost in, I assume, blue. This is like a blue color identity. Yeah, they're going to stop you from stopping them from hitting you that you can't stop. That'll be fun. Can't wait for that. Especially with overpowered shape-shifting changelings in the meta. That'll be a hoot. Next up, we got Grandma or Grandpa Geisha Wizard Alchemist with glasses. Oh, y también don't forget to activar all windows down at the bottom there. What the hell's going on there? That's on almost all of these. All somebody said, because Reddit doesn't allow you to, type sentences to give your posts any context, is that these are from Neo. What the is Neo? So there's something somewhere called Neo, and it had something to do with the design of Kamigawa. I don't know. It's probably some weeb convention. I have no idea. Somehow that resulted in please activate Windows because somebody screenshotted these instead of saving them. But I thought they said it was from a live stream. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? They're probably not even real. I hope this is fan art because what the hell is going on in that background? Is this like that show Reboot? Or is there a game dropping? Are all the sprites going to die if they lose? Is the whole city a hologram? Is this channel just a hologram? Is any of this real? I hope I'm dreaming this. Next up, we got the Moonanites, or whatever they're called, in front of a giant floating game of Jenga, because everything in Japan is wood, because old school, and revere the old stuff. And all this other Disney World-esque crap that they push to dumb tourist weebs. So these are what, the moon people, moon something, I don't know. And they got their tactical attack origami, all right. This is like Tamio's people, but I thought she had a funny head shape. But honestly, we might have a Princess Leia situation where that was just her hair this whole time. I think I've been corrected on that in the past. I thought it was very funny. So, you know what? Their hair, that you need to calm down with that hair, though. So the moon people, they got that wild-ass hair, I'm just saying. But if I recall, okay, these people look like, okay, they look vaguely Asian-ish, kind of normal humanoid. One of the times I saw some kind of moon druid, in fact, I think it was Tamio herself. She had this crazy long, like stretched out Dovin Bond ass face, but even worse with these like alien eyes and shit. And like one time they drew her like crazy alien fantasy, another time they're just like, she's Asian now. And you put them side by side and you're like, this isn't even the same character. This isn't even the same species. So I guess now we're back on them looking Asian. So, all right, pick one, wizards. Next up, we got some kind of Kitsune thing with all the lore and something about a Golden Tail Academy. Whatever, I could read all this, but this would be too long of a video. All I learned from this slide is really, seriously, you need to activate Windows. Next up, we got one of the reptile people fanning someone off or something. All right. You have like holograms and flying cars. Why do you need to fan something? Turn in your AC unit. You got clearly electricity. Nothing makes sense. And see, what I heard, and this is a leak, this hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's a verified leak from like 2.5 years ago when they were doing marketing research about this, was it's going to be old school traditional versus modernity and like using mana for technology kind of. And like, I guess the ruling class and elites and stuff don't want people to like not respect the old ways, and they don't like all this, futury stuff, but all those young folk and their underground DJ scratch tables, they want to do weird modern stuff with their mana. So get off my lawn. So the whole, look, an 800-year-old wooden shrine in the middle of Tokyo. Oh, Japan is just like that. No. Last time I saw a documentary on Japan, you're going to laugh if you realize which one this was. They just like went to like some semi-rural area and there's just people like bolting spoilers to a car, some rust bucket shitbox, and they're just like, oh cool, we're going to go drifting, but then also farms and we're going to run to the gas station and get a coffee. It might as well be America. So like whatever dumb touristy anime bullshit you got in your head about Japan, it's pretty much just like everywhere else in the world, okay? There's not this great conflict between respecting the past and future technology robots. Like, I'm sure some people are kind of into that, but that ain't the norm, okay? Most people just live their lives and it's just a normal place. So I think they need to calm down with the lizards in the robes and the fans. Look, they get this shit up for like festivals and stuff, that's about it, okay, from what I know. And I'm no Japanese expert, but geez. Next up, we got one of them kitsune folks. That ain't no fox. Come on, foxes have long snouts and tiny mouths. That's a cat. I don't care what they say. Anyway, I guess the more intelligent or wiser they get, the more tails they get. So this dude's real smart, which is why he's wearing folded IKEA boxes for his armor. But also he's got like a holographic banner because, ooh, honor the history, wall of technology, futurism, whoa. What a contradiction, what interesting art. The lanterns are made out of chunks of squares. Woo! Don't forget to activate Windows. This whole set is just a fantasy anime cyberpunk cringe-a-thon. I'm telling you. Next up, we got somebody from the Water Shapers Guild from Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Spoiler alert, I set their dragon free. They can waterbend these nuts. Yeah, I'm that asshole. I'm the principled do whatever the hell I want RPG player. The hell is this video about? Oh yeah, way too much makeup and dragons and shit because people just walk around like that in daily life in Japan. Yep. But this isn't Japan. This is anime space Japan. Shut up, weebs. Then we got somebody riding on Falcor the giant. The hell is this? I was going to say catfish, but that's clearly a moth. Whatever it is, it looks like it's got an armored faceplate. So it's an armored faceplate catfish moth. Cool. Once again, I think they took up just a whole whopping 30% of the luminosity spectrum there. Wow. Oh, and you know what? You know what? Flying swords in the background. You know why? F you, that's why. Next up, we've got Batman. Because why the hell wouldn't we? He's got the new Razer Corona. Is that what it's called? The fucking COVID-19 mask with the RGB in it. Because, guys, history and traditional armor meets futurism and magic lightsabers. Woo, and Batman. Next up, we got somebody on PCP. You know, some of this luminosity matting has to be, well, one, CMYK, and two, because they screenshotted a stream, and streams tend to mute the color spectrum. Now, I don't think it's going to look perfect when you get this printed, I'm just saying, but, like, this isn't quite as bad as you think, because that should be glowing and the background should be black. And, like, I'm looking at the spectrum analysis in Photoshop, they're not even close. But if you upload something black to YouTube, it's going to be gray. I mean, that's just, you know, it is what it is, and it's, you know, double that for streaming. And like I said, I think these are from a live stream. So anyway, that hat do be extra. We got, okay, giant hat, out of control wardrobe. Then we got the Japanese, you know, the enchanted pieces of paper thing. Oh God, you guys are gonna kill me for not knowing what those are called. You know, the things that you hang on to ward spirits, and then she's got a dragon on top, and just, why not throw all the stereotypes into one hat? Why not? The giant bow, I mean, like, the fans, the neon lights, just, it's borderline offensive. I think they went too far. They should call it Kamigawa, Japan, if you're an idiot. Japan, if all the cultural cues and styles you got were from anime and festivals. Next up, we've got the city concepts, which these are concepts, so they didn't necessarily make it in, but we got the golf course. Okay, then we've got the Starship Enterprise. We've got Cyberpunk 2077, Midnight City, or whatever it's called. I forgot. I played that a million years ago. And then we've got the Flaming Demon Portal to Hell. Cool. Oh my God, I think we're done, and then I double checked and there's more. So, oh, here we go. So this is like the mega round right here. We've got Mr. Super Mech Armor Samurai Floaty Disc Head with Crab Hammer. All right, cool. Then we got, oh, that's one of those things that drags into the water. I thought those were called Kitsune. I don't know. It's like the turtle demon thing or whatever. And then we got, you know, Ninja. All right. Looks like somebody who did the Boondocks animations did that one. I like it. Then we got Mr. Floaty Devil Face, weird, creepy thing. Okay. And it looks like something out of that one anime where the whole thing was a giant drug trip. Oh, yeah, Spirited Away. We got another, was it a geisha or whatever? I don't know. Some lady wearing some freaking Super Bowl halftime EL wire mixed in with a robe. And glowing tattoos, because why wouldn't she? Then we've got the baboons that are in the hot springs. Okay. I think they ran out of stereotypes at this point. Well, it's not even a stereotype. That's just a cliche. That's just like, oh, look, those monkeys did that one thing once in that clip on some PBS Nature documentary. Okay. Then we got, you know, some more scenes. All right, you know, what's there to say about that? We got, I guess, one of those river demons that kills children. He wandered into the city and he's using his wireless RFID credit card to buy some tacos from the Taco Bell kiosk, I guess. Oh, wait. Japanese stereotypes. He's buying some used girls' panties. Next we got Shenron. Somebody gathered all 7 Dragon Balls and they're going to make a wish. That's cool. And then we've got, but nature and the traditional ways and spirits and masks and shrines and shit. And origami and, like, samurai armor made out of wood. Because screw those dumb millennials and their stupid glowing technology. I'm going to skip a couple of these because we've either already seen them or they're just like, you know, different weapons that may or may not have made it into the, you know, into the final. If this card isn't called Monkey's Meditation or Meditation of Monkey, spelled without the Y, then I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. It's probably an orc, not a gorilla, but you can't call anything an orc because Wizards of the Coast made this, and it's been well established that people at Wizards of the Coast think that orcs are black people. Ogre, is that a thing in Japan? Yeah, let's go with that. Cool. Next up, we got Shredder from TMNT. He was the rat, right? No, wait. I think the rat was their mentor. Shredder was... Wait, wasn't he also a rat? Whatever, it's the rat from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all right? And of course he's throwing cherry blossom petals at you because what the hell else do you expect him to do? Next up, one of the rat gang members getting... I wish I remember what those were called. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know I've said it and heard it a million times, but it's those Japanese paper written out charm thingies. Yeah, he's getting blasted by those, and somehow that's knocking him off of his motorcycle / jet ski, because of course they have flying jet skis with hologram magic mana electricity wheels. Why not? Oh, and then we've got... I don't even know what's going on here, to be honest. I guess he tried to fit his... pet something with armor, and then he's like, no, I'm not having it. I want to be free. I'm going back to the wild, you asshole. And then all the bolts are flying off. He's like, nah, man, reject modernity, embrace monkey. I'm going to go meditate with that orc monkey. Then we've got some smug looking guy. He's either smug or really drunk, and he's riding the Gitrog monster. So, all right. Next up, we've got a work of karigami, which is like origami, but it's more like artistic paper arrangement. This has been the only thing I know about Japan. Now, this one I'm throwing in because this is identical, I think, to artwork that we saw leaked about 2.5 years ago with the market research. So now we already know his name, and I could blow the lid off the other characters then now that I know it's all accurate, but, I don't know for sure, and I don't want to look like an idiot. And I already covered it, so just go look for that. And yes, he does have an origami raccoon buddy that's literally just Rocket Raccoon. Then we got another shot of, the Eternal Dragon, Shenron. I assume some whiny old person gathers up Dragon Balls, summons them, and then wishes all the technology and stupid underground dance scene shit and holograms would go away. And then the next Kamigawa set is going to be back to, like, old school stuff. And, oh, thank God that's it. All right, well, that's been your art review there from Desolator's Art Review Critic Land Place. So let me know if you love, hate, or are indifferent to this. I think I've moved from indifferent to I pretty much hate everything about this. And we've already seen, like, 2 game wrecking cards, so this should be a fun one. I'll see you guys next time.